What's kicking, quick fan?
What's kicking y'all? Quick panic here.
What's kicking y'all? Quick panic here, and I am back in gear. Don't you have no fear today? Oh my gosh! It's just like that day when I was 10.
Have it all on table.
Ah! Oh my god! Yes! Ah!
The right ability, though.
Oh, shiny on the first trade! Holy sh!
Screaming.
Oh my god! Oh! Oh, it's shiny!
Congratulations to me.
No! No! Guys, it shined again!
The channel.
Oh! Shiny Regieleki! Yes!
Is that it?
Dude, shiny Regidrago at 597! Oh! Oh! Shiny Regigigas on the second one! Shiny Regigigas on the second one! What the?
That's my fault.
Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh my god! What the?
Friend. Yeah, I ran out of luxury balls, Bob. It's unfortunate.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Been there. You can join the.
Oh! Shiny Marie! Yes! Shiny Steelix! Oh! Shiny Tipjar! Oh! Shiny Tepig! Oh! Shiny Finette! Oh! Shiny Drifblim! Oh! What? No! Shiny Rhyhorn! Shiny Rhyhorn! Literally right after Taylor! Right after Taylor! Oh! Shiny Purloin! Oh my god! Oh! Anka! Yes! Anka Gang Aru!
That.
Oh, shiny Sudowoodo! Oh, shiny Wolfberg! Yes! Oh, shiny Snubbull! Oh my god! Oh, shiny Heracross! Wait, that's 30 resets! Oh, shiny! Oh, shiny Cyndaquil!
Lactose.
Oh, shiny Mewtwo! Oh my god! Holy crap!
Thanks for the support. I hope you enjoy your ad-free.
Oh, shiny Sprigatito! Oh my god, it's here! Holy crap! 18,364!
Tharja?
Tharja's
Tharja's Bay? She thick?
She do dark
She does
magic.
dark magic? Are you kidding me?
Birthright.
She's the whole package. How's it going, gamers? Oh. Guys, I got a new camera. What do you think about it? What do we... wait. This actually worked out perfectly for Natu. What do we think, guys? Pretty good? Now it's focusing on the right things. This is what you guys wanted, right? You guys said you liked Natu, so... Okay. Natu looks great! How's it going, gamers? Welcome in. Welcome to Cozy Gaming Friday? Question mark, pound sign, question mark, exclamation point, ampersand, semicolon. How's it going, VOD's channel? That's right, we got VOD's channel now. Rando Shiny, hope you're doing well. Sheriff, good to see you. Bright TFT, welcome. Swag over on the Twitch side. Squink, I hope you're doing well. Got a new phone today. How did the camera look on the new phone? Jochoa, hope you're doing well. Duelist, hope you're feeling better. Lagamine, bonsoir. Full of insane barbecue. How good was it? Staring directly at VOD's channel. Delaney, can you message me on Discord? Because I went to go look for you, and I was like, I don't even know where to message this person. I've decided on my team is going to be between one of two options, and I do need to build the second option. So I would need a little bit of help. I'm going to try to see if I can do a little bit of it myself, but I just don't know. Hold on one second. Gumi just discovered a Funko Pop that she didn't know existed and was like, I need you to buy it. This is what I'm good for. Oh, nice, Joe. My deal is if the barbecue tastes good without sauce, that's how I know it's good barbecue. If it requires the sauce, you're not eating good barbecue. You're eating good sauce. Also, check out my newly decorated beverage repository. Dude, I love Farfetch'd. Could you imagine if we could shiny hunt the trade one in Vermilion? We could trade off a Spearow, get ourselves a nice Farfetch'd. Charcoal tastes better than propane too, yeah. Yeah. Barbecue rice. That's not a common Texas thing. Also, it's time to hunt. My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba, but it does contain the unstoppable Exodia. I've assembled all 5 special cards, all 5 pieces of the puzzle. No, it's not possible. No one's ever called on him. Also, we just played White Flute, and I realized that the Switch gamers, the folks playing Fire Red Leaf Green on Switch, no clue what a game changer the White Flute is, and that's 3 Spearows to start things off. Oh boy. Oh, it's Pineco. Dude, can we get a little Birtle a ding on the Pineco? Could you imagine? I wanted to start things off with a pee-pee. Oh, we got a Jiggly, though.
This is unprecedented. Are you aware of what this is?
No, what are the pops that you asked me about?
This is one of my favorite fantasy series. A book. Not a movie, not a show. A book. And they made pops of it.
Nani.
They never make anything I like.
Wait. 1% male Nidoran. That's crazy. Okay, I'm listening again.
I am shocked.
They came out with you like Outlander, so they came out with reprints of those old pops that were insanely expensive. You got your Princess Diaries ones, and now what is this?
It's called Folk in the Air.
Oh. Hey, how's it going, Taco Cat? Welcome. Thank you so much for the kind words. I appreciate you. We'll be going for a while here, but I do have a hard cutoff at like 11:15 p.m. Central Time, so in about 3 hours, because I am participating in the Pokemon pre-release. Is it Next Order? Next Order is having a pre-release tonight. Perfect Order, that's what it was. Perfect Order pre-releases tonight. There is a promo Tyrantrum that is part of one of the decks that you get to build with. There's also like an art rare Amora, and I'm the fossil guy. I'm a fossil father, and I'm like, I absolutely must get my hands on these. So I'm going to the pre-release, and I'm going to try my darndest.
I think I'm getting hives from the excitement.
I'm going to try. My wife is over here just like soliloquying. Try my darndest to trade somebody for the Tyrantrum if I don't pull it. Perfect Order also has the best Spupa card that's ever been printed in the entire world.
I just don't know how to explain how random it is. It's not a show. And they're making like 7 pops of it. So who's a fan at Funko? Like, who's the fan?
Maybe all the book girlies are also buying pops and they're trying to appeal to them.
My life will change.
Right? Because like what goes on a shelf next to books better than a Funko Pop?
I just cannot believe this. My mind is broken.
You got Diglett! Nice, Maddie! Congratulations.
Anyways, how do I go order all these? I just want 3 of the...
Well, I have
all 9.
a pop that I need to order too, so we'll put it together.
Well, I'm just scared they're going to sell out. They're rabid.
Aren't they?
The fans are rabid.
They're pre-orders, aren't they?
Yes, but they're rabid.
I think we'll be good.
If these sell out...
I don't think they will.
And these rabid romantic-y women drive the price up.
How's it going, Fresh Oasis? Can you take this cat out? He's just walking all over
Only
all of
if you
this.
Go order my pop.
I will do it. Fresh Oasis, the White Flute increases encounter rate, and it stacks with the ability Illuminate, which I have on all these games. So you double the encounter rate effectively. I know the math is more nuanced than that, but as a TLDR for somebody who doesn't know what White Flute is, that's how you can look into it or look at it. That was like one of my go-to Pokemon, Maddie, was like back in the day, I would absolutely beeline it straight to Diglett Cave. Diglett Tunnel? Diglett Tunnel. before I went to Lieutenant Surge, because I always chose Charmander as a kid, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't just get obliterated by electric types, and I would just go snag a Dugtrio. I would run around in there until Dugtrio, catch Dugtrio, and then Myrtlate Lieutenant Surge. That was my go-to every time I played Red version. And I did the same thing when I got Yellow version. I was like, well, Pikachu's not going to do the job. I don't care how good the anime made it look. Hey, Swan Man, thank you so much for the kind words. I really appreciate you. I'm glad you liked the Pikachu video. Growlithe and Pikachu and Power Plant. Nice. Well, best of luck. Unfortunately, White Flute does not work on the Switch version, just as a reminder to everybody, because you have to trade it over from Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald. Safura, how's it going? Best of luck on your hunts if you're hunting alongside me. If you're in chat and if you're working on a shiny hunt, tell me what you're working on. Ellie, how's it going? It was a very happy chance that I got to stumble upon one of your streams finally while you were alive. I thought about following you offline, but I just don't like doing that. Like, it needs to be celebrated that two epic Shiny Hunter gamers connect officially on twitch.tv, you know what I mean? I hope it does, Squink. Shyla, how's it going, gamer? Good to see you. I hope you're having an epic Friday. How are the hunts going? I saw that you're suffering from the same, like, Pokopia Fire Red Leaf Green psychosis I am, and that's really hard. Still hunting Snivy. Best of luck, Safura. What's up, baby? Quick. You can't what? Oh. You already did it once today. You only do it once a day, baby. Yep. Yeah, Ellie, it was good. I was lifting weights. I have a routine, and I normally watch a streamer friend or a YouTube video, and I saw your... Was it like a community message or something like that? And I was like, ooh, I know what I'm doing during my workout. Still in Charmander jail? Is it jail? I don't think it's jail until like 16K, bestie. You're still hanging out in the lab. You're living it up. That's what you're doing. Shep, thank you so much for the tier 1. I really appreciate you. Thanks for the 17 months. You're the best. Thank you, thank you. Have you pre-ordered any Rarity 5 yet, dude? Because I'm scared that Logan Paul is going to ruin my other hobby. So I went and I pre-ordered 1 box so I can at least open 1 box, right? Like, we have to have 1 shot at a Grandmaster. Dude, Lily, Pokopia's got me in a stranglehold, dude. First thing in the morning, I want to go check everything. And right before bed, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything throughout the day. Oh. Oh, nice, PETA. Today was biceps, triceps, core, and cardio. That's what I did today, and it was great. I don't really care about Kaiba and Blue Eyes or any of the rivals, Trey. But Stardust and Dark Magician, those are my freaking goats. So I'm going all in on heroes. I need to pick up... I have 2 boxes of heroes waiting for me at my local. I just haven't been able to go there. I'm going to open them with you guys. Pee-pee! Finally! First pee-pee of the day. Whew. Dominus Purge. Yes. Dude, I found a freaking Genesis format zombie deck. I'm so excited. Heart Gold Soul Silver Starter Jail. The sentences over at Heart Gold Soul Silver Lab are like 3.5 minutes. It's such a fast one. You got this. Going for Eevee and Celadon. Nice, Taco Cat. Best of luck. What are you going to evolve it into once you find it? Sorry, reminder, a little bit of patience because I'm juggling 2 chats and they're not merged. So apologies if it takes me a second to get to your message. I appreciate you hanging out for some nice cozy vibes on this nice Friday night. I didn't even do my hair today. That's how cozy we are. I put on like a super cozy flannel button up. I'm cozed up. Oh, Rando, I'm so sorry that happened to your ZA. That's rough. On your 4th Viridian Pikachu phase. Best of luck. Best of luck. I hope it goes better than it did for me. I think I was the first person to go over phase odds for that Pikachu. Also, that's 1% female Nidoran. Hunting Dragons, Dendratini, nice Delaney. That hunt went over odds for me, and I do not like status summary screen checks anymore because that happened, and then I went super duper over odds for one Tyrogue and 2 Bills EVs. I was like, all right, I get it. I get it. Trey, I wonder if that's not just done for content and is not like an Orica, but maybe. Don't play Yu-Gi-Oh, but you don't even have to play Yu-Gi-Oh to appreciate the cards. You know what I mean? 70,000 seen. Pogo, are you sure? Have you counted? A 3D Rafflesia? You gotta send me pics, dude. Amazing. Maximum Security Kangaskhan prison. Okay, that one is rough. That's actually a penitentiary over there. Well, I hope you feel a little bit better, Joe. I assume you're able to taste your barbecue, though, so that's a good start. Good, PETA. Keep it up. Keep it up until you have a mental illness over it like me. That's triple Pidgeys. I mentally cannot handle skipping, like, working out or running. I feel guilty, which is good. You should feel guilty for not moving because this body is the only body you get. All right? Go do something. Stretch. At the bare minimum, stretch every day. You'll feel so good. You'll be like, but stretching sucks. Well, guess what? If you do it every day, it gets easier. And that means when you're old and decrepit and trying to shiny hunt on 5DSs like me, you'll have so much dexterity that you won't, like fall out of your chair and need life alert. So... Oh, Trey, that's... Maybe it was. Maybe it was. Yeah, they do use scissors, like, super often. Yeah, Jocho, my dad got hit with crush card. I call it crush card virus when we talk about COVID. My dad got hit by crush card in the early days of it, and now, to this day, he still gets winded just, like, walking across a parking lot. Need to get it back to exercising. It's so good for the mental health, but also it just feels good being not fit. I'm not saying like you got to be ready to compete with Mr. Olympia contestants or anything, but just like moving your body and getting your heart pumping is so important. It's super important. And if you start it when you're young, like us, look at me. I'm a young guy. Look how young I am, 6'7". If you start it when you're young and you keep those habits up, your body gets used to it and it doesn't suck so badly when you get older and try to start it late. Oh, that's me, PETA. Oh, no. Reggie Rock. See? The youth knows what I'm talking about. Whoop, that trainer's way out of the grass. How's it going, Megagrass? Welcome. Nice, Truce Wolf. Not bad at all. Some good progress. Beep. Guys, I may have become a little bit obsessed with Clefairy since I started this hunt. I went on eBay and I found the original Takara Tomy figure and ordered it. I also found a sealed Clefable Takara Tomy figure from back in the day, and it comes with a Clefairy doll. So I ordered both of those. And while I was feeling nostalgic, I went and I got the gold plated Poliwhirl card from Burger King back in the day. I'm so excited to work on this shrine behind me. Make it into a little video. Clefairy's so good. I love Clefairy. 23k for Shiny Pidgey. Well, I hope that phase ends soon. I was just talking to my friend Shiny Hunter Trashly, friend of the channel. She just got a Shiny Pidgey while she was doing her Professor Oaks challenge. Beep, beep. And I very badly would like to get just one Pidgey during this quest. Because Pidgeotto is like... Pidgeotto and Noctowl are like my two favorite bird guys. You know what I mean? Poliwhirl's a banger design. Bro's amazing. And if you were indoctrinated back in the early days of Pokemon like I was, Poliwhirl was on like every single piece of media and merch. They're like, all right, we got to come up with a new Pokemon magazine cover. And they're like, okay, let's put Charles P. Lizard. And they're like, that's our best guy. And so you're like, this sounds the same as normal. But then they'd be like, how about, can we get Geodude? Yeah, Geodude. Everybody loves Geodude. What? What do you... And Kakuna? We put Kakuna on everything. Get Kakuna in there. I'm not following anymore. Articuno. Get Articuno. I mean, he's legendary, so I guess... And I'm pulling out the big guns. Poliwhirl. And then Poliwhirl and Jigglypuff and Meowth and Geodude. They were on everything. And Flareon. Not even Vaporeon or Jolteon, which I would consider to be the more popular of the three. They were like, yeah, man, put Flareon on. Roaring Moon at McDolan's. That's true. That's true. I love Roaring Moon. Great design, but bro's barely seen any sort of, like, popularity, which is weird, right? Shouldn't we all think that Roaring Moon would be popular? And Qian Pao? How come Roaring Moon and Qian Pao didn't get put on everything? Those are banger designs. Instead, they're like, how about the Gimmighoul and Pawmi? No. Oh, let's go, Shep. Rafflesia. Reach higher with fire. Go Flareon. Think twice about ice to be number one. Water's in order if you want to be slick, but you choose the best when you pick sidekick. Oh, I bet that does look banger in person, Shep. Amazing. And Teysa, Envoy of Ghosts. Oh, that looks like it would be a cool commander. Yeah, that's my boy. Seen a shiny since this hunt? No, isn't that crazy? All of these games have their own individual counters. So if you add them up, we're at like 12 point, basically 12, 13, 13.2. Oh, really, Shep? I was like, that effect, that ability looks like a good commander card. Oh my gosh. Hella Lake, best of luck on the Verdian. It seems like everybody is going for the Verdian Pikachu. Guys, that hunt took me 2 years. Hunting on 4 games. That's like 8 years. Don't check my math. But that is like 8 years. Oh, nice, Fenrir. You're ready? All right. Okie dokie. I've inspired the next generation. I'm sorry I couldn't inspire you to do something better with your life. I will forever be bound to the forest. Oh, nice, Anubis. Well, did you record the capture so I could watch it live on stream like I do with everybody else who finds Safari Shinies? Do we get to see an Anubis Safari attempt? Come on, Anubis, do Safari Week with us. It'll be so fun. We'll have so much fun together. You wonder if you recorded it? I hope you did. It's so fun. Will it stay? Should I stay or should I go? Kurt yelled at you to throw bait. That's right, because Kurt, Kurt's the math guy. Shiny hunting the Safari Zone is a vibes-only situation. Hunting Phalanx and Sword. Nice. Are you doing the one that, like, runs into you? Where you're, where they're going in and out of those tunnels? You'll wait till Power Plant. I'm also doing Power Plant Pikachu because I love Raichu. My first favorite Pokemon was like Growlithe and then Sandslash and then it was Raichu. And the reason I started to adore Raichu is because of A, the yellow version sprite. Go look at the yellow version sprite for Raichu. But B, also the rare non-holo Lieutenant Surge's Raichu from Gym Heroes? I don't think it was Gym Challenge. I think it was Gym Heroes. When is Safari Week? It is in June. 1 year, 9 shiny Weedles. You're the one who took all my Weedles. I found 15 shiny Caterpie. I actually found 4 Caterpie before I got my first Weedle. Dude, Luke, I was about to unlike and unsubscribe from that guy for my life. This will be your first Safari hunt? What? Beep, beep. What is your setup going to be, Ellie? Oh my god, I could target beep, beep in Safari. That's the longest hunt you've had? Anubis, you gotta stop. You know you're hurting me! 7th year hunting Scyther. Let's go! Do you know how many years Dallas was in the Kanto Safari Zone hunting for Pinsir? And then the first one he saw? Caught. This game is too easy. Okay. No, I believe you. Joe Choa, thanks for the 7-stream streak. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out every time I stream. It means a lot. Gym Heroes had the non-holo. Gym Challenge had the holo. Okay, yeah. So the non-holo. I love that Raichu. Raichu is such a good design. I mean, so is Pikachu and so is Pichu. I hate to be like a Pokemon Company International shill, but like, beep beep. You know what I mean? I swear you're not RNGing. You got better shiny odds for all of your good deeds in the community, Anubis. That's what it is. You're actually in the middle of proving scientifically that karma exists. It's not really recommended Safari hunting with one device, is it? I did Safari Week for 2 years in a row with two consoles, and I was very happy with it. Now I go all out because I have more save files I care about. I never shiny hunt on save files I don't care for. Not really. So yeah, I think if you can manage 2 setups, you would be very happy. Abby, it's looking that way. 1 Switch and 1 DS. That's perfect, Ellie. Leaf Green and Platinum. So I did Heart Gold and Leaf Green for 2 years before I got another game on the layout. That was Dallas's, 11th year. That's correct. I still have the Holo Raichu because it came in Lieutenant Surge's deck. But I have both. Of course, Spider. Brendan, I hope you're doing well. Yo, David Larson, be safe driving, firstly. If I scream, oh my god, I noticed that straight away, and I react to a shiny, you got to keep your eyes on the road, okay? Mike's Graphics, thanks so much for the sub. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your ad-free viewing experience, your access to all the cool community-made emotes. Just got Ho! Nice one up! Congratulations. I got Ho-Oh and then got Lugia 6 resets after. I was hunting them next to each other, and then 6 resets after, Lugia. This is crazy. I can't wait to make that video. Stream's going well so far, Leg. I appreciate you. Nobody likes Regulation I, Abby. I'm glad I'm not playing any Regulation I. I will enjoy my Regulation F next week. Oh, nice, Spider. Those runaways are so quick. I love Latios and Latias. I just like Pokemon. Anybody in chat like Pokemon? What's my favorite shiny legendary? Ooh, wait. Normally people just ask for favorite shiny. Let's see. It's not Zapdos. It's not Articuno. It's not Moltres. It's not Mewtwo. Mew's pretty good, but that's a mythical. Raikou is amazing, and I love Raikou. Entei is very good. Suicune's immaculate. Ho-Oh is a banger. Lugia is amazing. Celebi is perfection. Jirachi is very, very good. Rayquaza, Groudon, Kyogre, Regirock, Registeel, Regice, Deoxys, Azelf, Giratina. Holy shinks, guys. Shiny Giratina. Palkia, Dialga, Cresselia, Darkrai, Shaman, Zekrom, Reshiram. The genies aren't very good. Swords of Justice are fine. It's Yveltal. I love Yveltal. If it's not Yveltal, it might be Lunala. Lunala's kind of a banger too. Beep, beep. Shiny Rayquaza is it's very hard to be wrong about that. You know what I mean? What am I hunting for? All of the games in the grass are hunting for, in no particular fashion, male Nidoran, Mankey, Jigglypuff, and Mankey. And the game in the cave is looking for Clefairy, Clefairy. And the game under my chin is looking for a shiny Pineco. Or as I said twice for some reason once, Pineco. Don't know why. Yo, Cam, thanks so much for the raid, gamer. How was Poochyena gaming? Isn't it funny that Poochyena is your yellow whale? Question mark, pound sign, ampersand. Godzigzagoon number 5. Dude, you're going to have so many rare candies from a shiny. Oh, 100%, Joe. You know? It happens to the best of us. Pineco, Chimeco. No, I say that second one, Chimecho. Am I saying these wrong? What about Cinderace or Decadui? Beep. Almost all targets. Spiro, you couldn't be a Mankey for 2 seconds. Heck. What am I hunting? Oh, man, I just went over it. We're going to speed run it. Mankey, Jigglypuff, Nidoran, Male, Clefairy, and then also Pineco. Dang, I speed ran and I still said Pineco instead of Pineco. How's it going, Onghel? Welcome, welcome. Don't you hate seeing your favorite Mon have a bad shiny? My problem... Okay, so my favorite Pokemon is Quilava. My problem with Quilava's shiny is that it is banger. It's amazing. It's a 423 out of 10 in Pokemon Coliseum. And then they, like... It's still good in other games. The difference is in Coliseum, his fire is green. It's green. And then even in Crystal, it's banger because it's all like purple. It's very good. And then for some reason, once they got to Gen 3, they just made it red fur and the fire doesn't change. And then once we got to the worst thing that's ever happened to Pokemon, 3D models in Generation 6, they basically gave up on giving it red fur, and they're like, what if it was just brown fur? I'm like, why would you do that? Pine Show. You know what? I like that one. Decadui is correct. Good. Am I playing on DS Fats mods with capture cards? I am. You're the first person to ask me if I'm playing on DSs rather than asking me if I'm playing on Switches. It would have been even cooler if you asked me if I had been using my Game Boy players attached to my capture card that's plugged into my GameCubes, but this is good too. What am I hunting in Fire Leaf Green? Guys, chat, you're going to have to help me. I'm going to run out of words. I'm going to be at my word limit. Right, Anubis? It looks awful in 3D models. That was my dream shiny back in Diamond Pearl Platinum. Am I playing on a Samsung Smart Fridge? Oh my god, how did you know? Scarlet Violet, it looks so bad. It looks so bad. Guys, can I show you a little sneak peek into what's happening after Clefairy for a little bit? Does anybody want to know? So, as much as I want to just power through the Fire Red Leaf Green quests, I do like to change things up. Does anybody want a little secret? A little secret as to what's happening after Clefairy for a little detour? Are you ready? Are you ready? Speaking of Quilava, could you imagine if we found Shiny Shadow Quilava? Or Shiny Shadow Bayleaf? Could you imagine if we found the both? And yes, we will have emotional support Heart Gold Soul Silver going. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing once we find Clefairy. So technically more Gen 3? What about Croc? Big Mac, have you seen Croconaws shiny in Coliseum? Who's the guy in the pink hat on the layout? Is Taylor on this layout? Am I losing my mind? Is Taylor on this layout? That's Tyler. Tyler is not on this layout. What is going on? Keep trying, Texas. You're using 3dscapture.com, right? The layout. Oh. Yes, that's... So, one of my favorite people in the world, Tales of Taylor. He's also a Shiny Hunter creator. He inspired me because he has a guy that comes on and says things in chat. He inspired me to want the same thing. And Taylor was he quit streaming for a couple of months. And so I had a legally distinct Tyler on the layout, and he would read messages that were text to speech on Twitch rather. Yes, Brendan. And the thing is, that Quilava is going to stay on Coliseum for a little bit and play through the entire game with it. So in 2 years, maybe, bestie. That's how you know it's a good join, Joe. They're like, we know we're making a sale off this. Maybe I am going crazy. No. 3DS Capture has a link. If you go to 3dscapture.com, Texas, there's a link for original DS. That person is Loopy, and Loopy will sell you the capture kits. That's the go-to. Just ADHD? I see. All right, Abby. You know what the problem is? Is that in 18 days, it's also going to be egg month, right? What do I do with all this? I saw Angel. I saw. Looks good. Looks good. Anyway, I do love Croconaw. I love Totodile. I love Feraligatr. But the shinies in Coliseum are just absolute buns. I don't know, Heisei, but it's rude. What is Egg Month? Egg Month is... So you're slowly going to learn that I'm like a subsect of the shiny hunting community called the Full Odds community. I know a lot of people are shiny hunting in Fire Red Leaf Green, and they're like, yeah, it's fun to do a little bit of old-timey shiny hunts because Full Odds... but I only hunt Full Odds 99.99% of the time. Unless I have like an event that I want to do or something that I need for VGC. And in the Full Odds hunting community, there is an event that's hosted by a Full Odds Shiny Hunter Speed Twister. And it is a community month-long event where everybody shiny hunts Pokemon in eggs in generations 3 through 5 games. There is a one Gen 2 egg hunt that counts, which is Mr. Pokemon's Togepi. But the point is that you shiny hunt for an egg shiny, anything that you can hatch, with the 1 in 8,192 odds. How do I have 5 screens? I have 5 DSs with capture cards soldered onto their motherboards with outputs through micro and USB-C. And they go into my motherboard through the USB hubs, and they are captured on a program. And then I open up OBS, which is the stream software that all of your favorite streamers use, and I capture the windows, which are reflecting what's ever happening on my screen because of that mod. And then I just arrange them on the screen. So that's how. Yeah, full on. So there's actually an egg hunt I've been working on for the past three egg months. And that's Shiny Zorua in Gen 5 because I want to use it on my White 2 shiny quest that I'll be doing here after I finally finish my White quest, which requires Taylor to finish his Black quest. That's a long story. New people to the channel will have no clue what the shiny trade quest is, but I'm going to give you TLDR so you know what to expect for a video in, like, best case scenario, a year. Oh. So, Tales of Taylor and I decided to start a shiny hunting quest together in tandem. Essentially, there are some really cool Pokemon that only evolve when traded. A lot of people hate it. Taylor and I love that kind of evolution because it inspires you to go meet people, go talk to people, and do something with another human being who enjoys the same hobby as you. And what we wanted to do was share our Dream Team quest. And the way we did that is I hunted 3 shinies for myself and 3 shinies for Taylor that I would trade to him for 3 shinies that he hunted for me. And then he would also shiny hunt for 3 shinies of his own that he cared about. And what makes this cool is I will be trading him, for instance, a shiny Shelmet that I hunted, Full Odds, in my White version for a shiny Carablast that he hunted on his Black version, Full Odds. So one of the unique quirks about Shelmet and Carablast is that they evolve in Generation 5, specifically when they are traded for each other. So Carablast only evolves into not Excelgor, into Escavier when it's traded for a Shelmet, and the Shelmet in turn only evolves into an Excelgor when traded for a Carablast. And so that's kind of what the premise of the whole thing is. But additionally, I hunted for a Roggenrola to evolve into a Boldore so I can trade it to Taylor for a Timber that he evolved into Girder, so that I could use a Conkeldurr, which is one of my favorite Gen 5 Pokemon to use competitively. And he could use a shiny Gigalith, which is just a banger shiny. And the last one is back in 2019. Tales of Taylor and I used to stream every single Friday and Saturday night shiny hunting together and just like consuming adult beverages and having a great time because we had like 6 viewers a piece at the time. And so we would talk to each other to keep each other company during stream. And we had this like running joke about how we would find a shiny Basculin because we ran into like a red stripe Basculin and be like, no, this one's shiny. It normally has a blue stripe. And that joke ran for so long and so deep that Taylor even made like a YouTube video, like fully reacting to finding a shiny Basculin and being like, no, I noticed that. I know it didn't sparkle, but it's shiny, I'm sure. So, Bro Side in Live, thank you so much for the sub. Thanks for the 52 months. I'm no math magician, but I'm pretty sure that's almost a whole year. Thanks so much for the almost whole year of support, dude. Hope you're doing well. Enjoying shiny hunting on the TV. Girder, Boldore, and the other one isn't even a trade evolution leg. We're trading Basculins because once we had like that running gag about shiny Basculin, we also started like a war between chats where like my chat was Red Stripe Gang and his chat was Blue Stripe Gang. So I shiny hunted for Blue Stripe Basculin, found it, accidentally deleted the footage, so I have no clue what I'm going to do about that. And he is currently shiny hunting for the last member, which is a Red Stripe Basculin to trade to me for the Blue Stripe. So we hunted for like version exclusive, or not even version exclusive, a version exclusive higher rate of encounter, and then 2 that evolve when traded. Love the Digimon shirt. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Change into digital champions to save the digital world. No, Kong, that's crazy. Oh, Saint Nick, just a heads up. Macro controllers are not recommended for Fire Red Leaf Green resets because if you put the inputs in too precisely, you will continuously, frequently land on the same frames and generate the same Pokemon over and over, so you won't be getting fresh encounters. You should really do that hunt manually. It's like an overwhelming number of encounters are duplicates if you use a turbo controller because of the way that the game generates the seed on which you start the game. Time to cry. If it makes you feel any better, I hunted all 3 starters on a Game Boy Advance. So that's true, Spider. So what are you gonna do, Kong? Now that one doesn't have doesn't have Pokeballs? Yeah, Papa Hefe would be remiss to not take advantage of the hype of shiny hunting in these games right now, because I'm sure there are a ton of people who shiny hunted in Sword and Shield on Switch and were like, oh, turbo controller for this. And they are going to see these hunts and be like, oh, I can just turbo controller again, and may not be part of the shiny hunting community per se. Oh, that's pretty good, Kong. What did you find a shiny while training? Ooh, nice, Anubis. Which new Mega am I most excited to use in Champions? I'm hoping Meowstic is usable. That's what I'm hoping for. Obi-Wan, we find this through communicating amongst ourselves in the community. Like Anubis in chat, Teaver Blow'em, is I call her a Pokemon scientist. There's a lot of testing, like manual testing that goes on. There's a lot of looking at code. Yeah, exactly. Anubis looks at code to observe these anomalies and educate the community on it. So being involved in the community, as much as I hate to say it on Twitter, if you can just look at your following accounts and nothing else, it's pretty fine experience. I think is integral if you want to engage in stuff like this. I'm just waiting for Emerald version. Like if we get Emerald version on Switch, casual shiny hunters are super, super cooked. Exactly, Saint Nick. Same gender, same nature, same stats. If it's a Pokemon that has more than one ability, same ability. Do I like the new Megas? Yes. So specifically in VGC, I'm excited to use Mega Mawile because when I started traveling for VGC events outside of my city, it was X and Y version. And Mega Mawile had a good matchup into Mega Kangaskhan because it would resist like the double edge or return that they were using. It didn't take too much damage from low kick because it's not a heavy Pokemon. It took neutral damage to power up punch. It would get Intimidate down before it Mega Evolved. It was just like a good match into the format. And it matched really well into Mega Salamence. But I was playing somebody at a VGC tournament and they used a shiny Mawile, and it had never occurred to me that I could shiny hunt the ace of my team. And so that battle kind of inspired me to start shiny hunting because I won a pretty big league challenge. It was like 30 people. I won a league challenge and I was using Mega Manectric, which is not what I shiny hunted, and Liepard, because Liepard was immune to Psychic and everybody else was using Meowstic. But I won using that Liepard and Mega Manectric. And so I shiny hunted a Liepard, and that's where I got into shiny hunting. So Mega Mawile's tied to that, and Mawile is just like naturally one of my favorite Pokemon. I think Mega Mawile is still, indisputed my favorite Mega Pokemon of all time. But Mega Meowstic is a close second. It would have to be frame perfect, Truce Wolf. Does Fire Red Leaf Green move at 60 frames per second? I think it does, right? You would have to press A within the same 60th of a second as you did during the last reset. And I don't care how good you think you are at being consistent. You are not pressing A within the same 60th of a second very frequently, if ever at all. If that makes any sense. So if you're doing it manually, do not worry. If you're using a turbo controller, panic. I absolutely would not use the turbo controller even a little bit. It's been tested by two people that I trust a lot. You don't interact with people on Twitter about Fire Leaf Green? Don't. Most of them are stupid. Not you guys. If you're in my chat, you're special and I love you. But there's so many people who are like, why on earth would you waste your time shiny hunting a Pokemon? 70 hours? It's like, bro, I do this as a background activity. Unfortunately, Fire Red has been used as the base for like almost every challenge run ever created of all time. And so like the super tryhards who care about efficiency are all over these Fire Red Leaf Green posts. And they think that the shiny hunters want to hear about how they can just cheat in or RNG manip a shiny, when that's not why we shiny hunt at all. Nobody is shiny hunting just to get the shiny. Like, there's also an experience that you're getting from it. Would they fix Emerald's RNG if they put it on the Switch? Maybe. They fixed the roar issue with Raikou and Entei in Fire Red Leaf Green, so maybe. Oh yeah, Null Possum. I'm getting a lot, but the difference is I love when I make people mad. Yeah, it's got to be 2 frame perfect A presses, so don't worry about it if you're manually hunting. Yu-Gi-Oh players commenting on my shiny hunts. Hey, Ruxin comments on all my shiny hunts. And I love Ruxin. Leaf Green has Staryu, so you get Illuminate. That's why you play Leaf Green, that's right. Wish my hunts were only 70 hours. Me too. Me freaking too. Guys, what if I got a second beverage? What if I refilled my cup? What would you guys do? How would the vibes be affected if I got a second beverage? That's not even that far apart, Anubis. Oh yeah, Kong. We don't need to know about all the things that I should be diagnosed with. We're good. Could I try to articulate the experience? How do you mean articulate? You mean replicate? Beautiful, Joe. Yeah, chef. That's what you should do. You should tap A to the Pokerap. You guys up for the Pokerap? You just do the singing. I'll take care of the hard part. Let's get it on. I want to be the best there ever was. To beat all the rest, yeah, that's my cause. Electro, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey, Venusaur, Rattata, Fearow, Pidgey, Seeking, Jolteon, Dragonite, Ghastly, Ponytail, Vaporeon, Poliwrath, Butterfree. You know? Have I used any of my full odds shinies in VGC? Every shiny that I use in VGC is full odds, except for my Tornadus, which I got from Dynamax Adventures. Get the drink? Okay. You know what? Down. Is normal Pro Controller okay to use? As long as you don't use a macro function to make it press A for you, that's the problem. Shiny hunting is a hobby. It's also a background activity while you do things that other people are doing. Other people are watching TV. Most of us are like shiny hunting while watching a stream or watching a YouTube video or watching a movie. You know what I mean? Arex, no. Emerald's RNG is broken because the developers tried to fix a bug that was present in Ruby and Sapphire that made it so berries wouldn't grow for a full year. And they tried to fix the RNG and ended up making it so every time you booted up your save file, whether the battery was dead or alive, it would start on the same frame, so you could not soft reset for shinies effectively. Absolutely not recommended. If we get Emerald on Switch, I fully intend to make a video about how to shiny hunt an Emerald version. Let's go, Argo. Barely look at the screen when I hunt. Let's go. As long as you look at the Pokemon to make sure it's not a different color. Oh, gotcha, Obi-Wan. Let me refill my drink and I will say that. I will go over that. Do it to the melody? Yeah, but on resets, listen, does everybody have a perfect metronome? I don't think so. Almost Star. Give me 1 second. I'm going to be right back and refill my drink. Make sure you go stretch, refill your beverages, refill your snack bowl, do a push-up. I don't care what you do. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm going to tell the story. Got a banger question in chat from Obi-Wan over here on Twitch. So can I explain why shiny hunting isn't just about getting the shiny? So I'm going to say this, realizing that it probably sounds crazy to... I don't mean this derogatorily, but like, it probably sounds at least a little bit outlandish to normies. Like if you're hanging out with like a normie on the couch right now watching my stream and they can hear me, I'm sorry. You don't got the whimsy chromosome like we do. But with a shiny hunt, specifically in full odds games, I don't know. I think method hunting is literally just about getting the shiny. You're literally doing everything you can to increase your odds. I'm sorry, but that one's not about the story. But when you shiny hunt in a full odds 1 in 8,192 game, you expect a long game. Like, you expect a long hunt, right? You go into the hunt. No like seasons full odds hunters gonna be like, I hope this hunt is quick. Like, we all know this is gonna take a while, right? And Loader, I hope you're doing well. And so naturally, just by the way time works and by how responsibilities work for a lot of us, lots of things happen in your life over the course of a shiny hunt. Kayla, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate the support. I hope you enjoy your ad-free viewing experience. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I've got to pay attention when ads are running over on Twitch. I'm so sorry. Seems fine. I actually don't know how to track that, so I just lied and looked over here like I was looking at something. So the story of the shiny hunt essentially becomes what was going on at the time that you were doing the hunt. And it could be anything between phasing, right? It could be anything like the story could be, well, I wanted to go get my shiny Hoothoot. It's a 50% encounter rate, so I thought it might be really easy for me to get this shiny Pokemon I've wanted my whole life. I thought maybe I'd find 1 or 2 shiny Pokemon and then be on my way. But RNG had other plans. So when I started this hunt, I was living in my apartment in California while I was finishing out my degree. By the end of this hunt, I was married with 2 kids. You know, like, the story becomes like all of the events that happened in your life over the course of the hunt, because it's something that you revisit on a daily basis. And every time you come back to the shiny hunt, you're bringing something new to the hunt with you personally, through your experiences, through your emotions. Sometimes I'm having a really bad day, right? I have YouTube and Twitch, and I have a 9-to-5. I have a wife, and I have 2 kids. I have a ton of responsibilities. I also have had ulcerative colitis, a chronic illness, for over 23 years. So it's very easy for me to have a pretty awful day. And so as I bring these emotions and these experiences into my shiny hunting sessions, the occurrences that happen during the hunt, whether it's me seeing 3 1% Pikachus in Viridian Forest right before getting a shiny Caterpie, or if it's just finding a shiny on the first phase really quickly that I wasn't expecting, it becomes entwined with my personal experiences. That event on the shiny hunt becomes part of my personal experience, and it can change the way that I feel, especially if I'm having a bad day, if something good happens, or if I'm having a really good day and something unfortunate happens, like going to 16,000 encounters and getting a shiny Spearow. So that is what I mean when finding the shiny for a shiny hunt isn't the only thing to consider. It's more about the process of finding the shiny. It's all of the experiences that you bring to your hunting sessions on a daily or weekly or however often you get to shiny hunt basis. I hope that answers your question, Obi-Wan. And actually, I hope you were still in chat when I responded to that, because I knew you asked for a second. Yo, Gabardo, my friend Yarnity, another Shiny Hunter creator, actually made it for me, and I don't know if they're in chat today. I don't think I've seen their name. But maybe they'll commission one. Okay, just making sure, Obi-Wan. I know I had to go refill my beverage and all that fun stuff. Yeah, that was the last shiny. Last shiny was Pikachu. Yeah, everybody was like, unfortunately, I'm employed, so I can't shiny hunt. And I'm like, hey, do you like watch sports? Because you post a lot about basketball. Yes. Okay, so if I was watching a basketball game, if I was watching any sports ball game, I would have my DS. All right, Shep, let's get a Doduo, dude. You deserve one. You actually deserve 2 Kangaskhan's today, but I'm just going to self-deprecate with you. Oh, really, Lake? You know, I think my chronic illness has something to do with my attachment to Pokemon, because it got me through some really crappy times. You know, all I had was my SP and a copy of Ruby version and eventually Leaf Green, and that's exactly what got me through it. Was everything this is going to sound a little bit insane, but everything in the physical realm that I was experiencing was absolute dog water. It sucked. I was in pain. I couldn't go to school. I couldn't socialize. I was on medications that made me feel like garbage. I couldn't eat what I wanted. I had to take medications that tasted absolutely awful. and turning on my SP and playing a little bit of Ruby version, playing a little bit of Leaf Green version, distracted me from, not to sound super dramatic, but it distracted me from the horrors of the world. I was 13. I wasn't very old when I was at a pivotal moment in my life for development, and I was struck with a chronic illness that made it incredibly awkward to socialize. It was literally the worst point that it could have been introduced into my life. Thank you, Reed. I appreciate you. What's my target this hunt? Wow, we've answered this a couple times, but I'm looking for Clefairy in the game that's in the cave. All four of these hunters are going for full parties of shinies. But the cave gamer is going for Clefairy, and the other ones are going for Mankey, Male Nidoran, and Jigglypuff. The game that's under my chin is an emotional support Heart Gold, Soul Silver shiny hunt, because that is my favorite game to shiny hunt in and my favorite region, Johto. And we are looking for a Pineco. Yeah, Cram, a lot of people have that story. Yep, exactly, Delaney. It's something that you can pour yourself into when the rest of the world is pouring nothing into you. Or worse, pouring awful things into you. When people say they don't have time to go to the gym or work out, brother, I'm like, I got Twitch, I got YouTube, I've got 9 to 5, I've got wife, I've got 2 kids. I work out 5 or 6 days out of the week. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about you not having time, okay? I don't want to hear about you not having time to shiny hunt. I don't want to hear about you not having time to work out. If I can do it, you can do it. Okie dokie. Pokemonzo has been there. That's right. Coconut and crab curry. Nice. How was that? Oh, Dana was calling me. I could have had a Thunderstone. Dana the Last never taught us this. Some things you gotta learn, hit or miss. Do we have a moderator on Twitch? I mean, can we pin messages in YouTube? I don't even know. Oh, I can. Yippee! There we go. It's pinned. It's pinned. I think Twitch, for some reason, Twitch knows what the targets are. Nobody's asking. Literally everybody that's asking is in YouTube, and there's no problem with you asking. Normally, I have my targets on the layout. It just didn't work for this specific layout that I made. The king of all shiny hunters, that's me. Yeah, when life sucks, find something you love, you know? Let's go, Boo! That's good to hear. I'm glad. I'm glad that my random outbursts of singing random Poke Raps and other Pokemon themes doesn't disrupt your sleep. We finally got... Dude, it's been a second since we seen a good peepee, you know? I wish I had time to the gym. Like, you know what I do? I sacrifice sleep. So... I made time. Yeah, I'm glad you think that I just have all of the free time in the world. That's so funny. Yo, how's it going, Sparky? I'm so glad you're just chilling there. Thanks so much for hanging out till I could find you. Sick. So sick. I have some ideas. I have some ideas that I don't need to like run it by you guys, but I'd love to know your thoughts on it to get an idea for what the reception would be. So there are 2 Pokemon. Jade, I love you. I hope you're doing well. There are 2 Pokemon in the Kanto region that specifically tie to my fundamental experience of red version as a child and yellow version that I cannot include on this quest through traditional means because they are shiny locked. These Pokemon are Mark the Lickitung, who you trade a Slowbro for in the security gate to the west of Fuchsia. And the other is Dux or Chiding, depending on which version you're playing, the Farfetch'd, for whom you trade a Spearow in Vermilion City. These two Pokemon I think about constantly. Like if you're talking about a playthrough of a Kanto game, I think about Mark and Dux / Chiding. I don't know why they changed him from Dux, but anyway. I was thinking that at some point during this quest, I procure the Mark and the Dux. Right? I procure Mark and Chiding, whichever one you know it as. And I trade it to my childhood Emerald and my second copy of Emerald that I picked up a couple years back. And I try to hatch the shiny and then trade it back through my childhood Leaf Green back to my Fire Red or Leaf Green to use on a team. How do we feel about this? Do we feel like this is illegal? Or would we be like, yeah? Yeah, it would be probably an egg month situation. It's just that Mark and Chiding are like, though those encounters, those Pokemon have played such a pivotal role in my love for Kanto. I don't know why. They are not good. Like, go look at their stat lineups. They are not good. But as a kid, finding Lickitung, I don't know why Lickitung specifically. I know a lot of people think he's a meme or they think he's gross. Lickitung was like the coolest design in the world to me. And Farfetch'd, he's on my freaking drink glass, okay? I put a big ass sticker of him on my drink glass. I love Farfetch'd. Okay, it sounds like most folks are down with the sickness. The problem would be that it wouldn't be hunted in these games, but I feel like they're integral to the Kanto experience. That's my reservation. But to that end, yes, they would be gaining bonus experience for being obtained in a trade, but so would Mark and Chiding. So, okay, I'm doing it. What do the other two games do? Because I don't have that many DS. Oh, I could put it on the GameCubes! Guys, I could put it on the GameCubes. One GameCube for Chiding, one GameCube for Mark. And then we still have the 4 Fire Leaf Greens going. Wait. And it's spelled with a C, boo. Can you believe that? It's just M-A-R-C. Feels weird. Okay, now I'm more excited about it now that I've put it out into the world. I think Stick, the item Stick, is in Fire Red Leaf Green, right? So we can at least get the high critical hit ratio for Farfetch'd. It's so funny that they just called it stick in English. Stick. It raises Farfetch'd high crit ratio. Okay. Even worse, he's French. No! Of all the things a person could be. Pokemon Go PvP Go? Really? I see a lot of Pokemon Go PvP only because of regionals. Never paid attention to the fact that Lickitung was there. There was some point where I was watching Shadow Gligar a lot. You're Dude, I want to be Canadian. I go to Toronto Pokemon regionals every single year. And going to Tim Hortons in the morning and spending $7 getting like what is it called? It's like a farmer's wrap. And then also just getting like half a dozen Timbits and a big old coffee and only spending $7. And they put cheddar cheese on my wrap instead of fake awful American cheese. Oh, take me back to Canada, dude. Sorry, take me back to Canada, eh? Oh, so good. How am I liking Pokopia? Unfortunately, way too much, dude. Unfortunately, way too freaking much. All of the lore is driving me insane. Boo, when they had like a blueberry cheesecake filling for some Timbits. When I was visiting last, and a creme brulee Timbit, it was insane. Which is my target? I pinned it in the messages if you want to know what my targets are. Pumpkin spice ice cap. See, I don't like cold coffee. I need piping hot coffee. The first time I went, my friend Phantom in chat, she was like, you got to get an ice cap, and I just didn't like it. I wasn't a fan because I don't like cold coffee. I like super hot coffee. How's it going, Goji? Dude, I haven't built my the team I've been practicing with on Switch yet. All I have is my team from Seattle. Also, I already packed your cards for the record. Lost your wife and your Switch to it. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Creme brulee anything? Jade, we went to the churrascaria the other day when Gumi had she had a doctor's appointment. It was right next to my favorite Brazilian steakhouse. And we and the kids had our normal meal, and then afterwards we all got creme brulee. It was so good. It was so good. I think it fixed me. I think genuinely I'm not broken anymore. Need live targets. Didn't stop by your work. I haven't even left my house, bestie. I started a VODs channel. I had to create thumbnails for the VODs. I had my 9 to 5. I had to work out. My kids, I had to make dinner. I had to make breakfast. I had to get them dressed. I had to put their backup clothes in their backpacks. Taxes. Oh, gosh. Your other work is in your steakhouse. Brazilian steakhouse, Shumagaucha. The greatest restaurant in this city. Oh my gosh, Jade. I'll pray for you. I heard that, Boo. I heard that. I should have gone. Dude, Cult Genesis format got adopted by OCG. So I've bought a bunch of zombie cards so I could play actual Genesis. Because I think we got to be getting into Master Duel, right? If they're adopting it in Japan. If I could make a Pokemon region, what country would or area would I base it off of? I really like Switzerland. Like, the Alps was such a cozy experience. Like, all of the houses look basically like picturesque cabins. The mountains in the backdrop are like snow-capped. Life is very slow and cozy there. In the smaller towns outside of like metropolis Switzerland. I definitely want to play a Switzerland region. Thoughts on Gen 10 starters? Whole bangers, actually. They're all great for their own reasons. That's your homeland? Yeah, I love Switzerland. Specifically, I really like German food. So we spent 2 weeks between Munich and passing through Switzerland and Liechtenstein. Spent a little bit of time in Austria. That region, the food was good, the vibes were good, the speed of life was good. So good. Nordic would go crazy. Little barbarian action. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? No more bipedal starters, I'm saying. Man, I'm so mad. I really like Brown now. Really grumpy jerk. Like, I feel like he's an asshole. I feel like Brout's not... He's not in a good mood most of the time when you talk to him. I'll be choosing Gekwa, though. I'll be choosing Gekwa, but I understand Brout now. I'm probably least likely to choose Pombon, even though I really, really, really like Pombon. I just want to be super clear. I love all three. True, Goji has a real Pombon. That's true, Colts. Because I like all three so much, if an evolution like steals the show, that would be enough. Hold on, I just realized I don't have a DS for... I don't have a DS for the pre-release. Goji, am I bringing Maractus and Sigilif, or am I bringing letters? Am I going to hunt the starters? Good news! I already did. Oh, do you mean Gen 10 starters? Yeah, no. Those assholes are definitely locked. Finally! Beep. All right, where is... I think that was my green DS, right? Aha! I found the green DS. You want I should plug in DS before game? Yeah. He's charging. Am I spoiler free on Pocopia's decks? Unfortunately, the Pokemon I wanted to discover for myself was spoiled to me. So I'm not spoiler free anymore. Also, I was posting my go live tweet and it refreshed automatically after I posted it. And I wanted to make sure it posted correctly. And I came across a secret encounter that I was working on specifically and wanted to do on my own, and that got spoiled for me, so I guess not. I guess freaking not. Pippi! Anytime I see it, boo. Anytime I see it. During the Pikachu hunt, I was going, oh, it's Pikachu! A powerful Thunder Shock. Is he down and out? You can say whatever you want, Colt. I already know that my favorite Pokemon are in the game, and I'm trying to find them now. What if Sobble slayed? Cereza? What a banger combination. I think I'm partial to the name Cereza because of my time with Bayonetta. Do you remember when I was trying to be a family-friendly channel and then I streamed Bayonetta? Tell you I got a Quilava? Is it in the game? I haven't seen a single Johto starter. There's no way they're in the game, dude. I love that Cereza. I adore Bayonetta. Should stream pre-release. I was thinking about filming at least part of it for a short. I have 3 shorts that I want to film, and one of them is the pre-release. They're not cult. I didn't think so. But my friend of the channel, but now enemy of the channel, Shiny Catherine, posted a picture with my 3rd favorite Pokemon of all time, Girafarig. I would have peed my pants if I ran into Girafarig on my own. If I had discovered it accidentally, I would have peed my pants big time. I love Girafarig. Had no clue it was in the game. I am still trying to figure out the habitats for everything cults. Okay, that is exactly the kind of clue that I want, though. Don't tell me anything else. Don't tell me anything else. I'm trying to find... These are... You would for sure enjoy some concrete pipes. The way you type that, Delaney, is crazy. I love that. Oh. Mike's... So I had been looking for Zorua, right? Some of my favorite Pokemon in the franchise, okay? Zorua, Girafarig, Mawile, Bulbasaur, Quilava, Umbreon. Spiky or Pichu is never going to show up in a game ever. I love these Pokemon. And I was trying to find Zorua, Girafarig, and Mawile. I kind of figured out how the other ones work. And I put down some flowers on the bleak beach, and they were shaking this morning. I went up to them, and I got like, when you find a Pokemon, it goes bump, bump, bump when it's a big Pokemon, like a rare Pokemon. So when I found Blastoise, it was like a big fiasco. And so the shaking flowers are going to town, and I was like, oh, what's over here? And so the whole time I'm hoping Girafarig. Ooh, maybe Zorua. Ooh, that'd be amazing. Because both of those seem like viable options for flowers. And then out pops, not Zorua, but a whole ass Zoroark. And so I'm like, whoa. I shot too high. That's not, I wanted one level lower. Just a small, could I just get a smaller version? Oh, I'm sure, Colt. I'm sure. Wait, I don't even know Vivi's favorite Pokemon. Is it... No, I have no clue. Is it Baniri? I don't even know what Vivi's favorite Pokemon is. It's a legendary. Oh, got it. Understood. Really? Huh. Interesting. So I know of 5 legendaries. I wonder if it's one of those. It's so good, Mike. I love it. Pokopia is definitely a game made for Pokemon fans. And I think it's long overdue that we got something for Pokemon fans and not just people jumping on the Pokemon hype. You know what I mean? Also, 14K, no shiny on the Fire Red Leaf Green games. Yippee wahoo. Oh, is it Suicune? Is Suicune her favorite? That sounds right. I didn't think it was Raikou or Entei. That didn't seem VV coded. You have every Suicune card? Even the Aquapolis one I've been looking for? You know, Loader. Full odds wouldn't feel the same without a couple of over odds, you know? Yep, exactly, Jade. Let you see the Aquapolis? I don't have it. I want the Aquapolis Suicune. Wait, do you have the Gold Star Suicune? Back-to-back over odds phase. Same. Aquapolis and Gold Star are very expensive. I have Gold Star Suicune. I do not have Aquapolis. I want the Aquapolis one very badly. That is probably my biggest active. So I'm looking for like primarily 3 cards right now. I'm looking for Aquapolis Suicune holographic. I'm looking for Vending Series Blue version Clefairy. And I'm looking for Enzorark Secret Illustrator Rare from Journey Together. What the hell do you want, Bellsprout? Paw me, what's going on, my little baby? Can I build you a castle? Thank you. How many resets do I average an hour? I'm not doing resets. Also, I don't know how many encounters I'm doing an hour, to be honest. I don't count. For rates, I just count total. You know what I mean? Shiny Drifloon and Plaid. Let's go, gamer. Congratulations. On a Friday, Mr. Pickle Dude. You got it on a Friday? That's kind of beautiful. Nature guess? Modest if you're if you haven't checked the nature yet. Good night, Sephora. How many shinies have I gotten Pokopia? Dude, we don't talk about that. We can't talk about that, dude. We can't, dude. We can't say anything about that at all. On Friday the 13th, dude. That's a banger shiny ghost find. That's kind of iconic, if I do say so myself. Kind of iconic. Curious what the metrics look like? Yeah, I have no clue. No clue at all. Have I found Anka? You're never going to believe this, dude. Shiny Anka! Okay, I'm not going to look at this tree encounter. I need to run to the rest. We back, duelists. Quick Ball. Quick Ball is so good for Drifloon because it's like the inverse of its coloration. So good. Oh, man. Also, 12K followers. Thank you so much. I just realized on Twitch. Thank you, thank you. Guys, can we get a freaking shiny tonight? Because, like, Twitch stream is super privileged. They've seen me get 1 billion shinies. I don't think YouTube, at least from the streaming side, has ever seen me get a shiny. I don't think so. Zipzoom, how do you do? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well, gamer. Not seen me get one in... We haven't really done long hunting sessions together. Maybe like 1 or 2 longer hunting sessions. You see me get 1 shiny? That's it? What is my stream schedule like? So it is subject to change based on, like, you'll notice that my stream schedule changes a bunch if I find a shiny and it's time to edit a video. I used to have an editor for the channel, but he kind of quit editing. And so I now edit my own videos, which I've been doing for a bit now. So it does change if there's a video to make, if that makes sense. Otherwise, my stream schedule can be expected to occur on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, with the chance that there is a bonus stream on either Monday or Tuesday if I just don't have anything going on at the house. So sometimes there is an opportunity for me to stream on Mondays or Tuesdays. But for right now, it's going to be Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Oh, well, I'm pretty much endgame cult. Pretty much. Basically, no schedule, baby. It was very funny seeing cult in both chats. Goji, I'll try tonight. If I get a shiny Sigilif or a shiny Maractus, though, all the TCG plebs are going to be like, what is this guy freaking out about? You know what I mean? Oh, can I give you powers in the other one, Colt? There you go, Colt. Boop. I'm figuring out how YouTube works as I go. I need you to get that Vulpix, and I need it to be like modest nature when you find it. Oh, beep. Should you take your 10x setup? Yes. What are you Never mind. No, we're gonna be doing VG in between, Goji. We're gonna be doing VG. Gas form, thank you so much, gamer. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Dude, are we really going to be on Champions then, Goji? I wonder if we are. Amazing Zip Zoom. I hated that I was talking to DJ Rodham and he was like, do you know what a CD is? And I was like, that's a stupid There are playing this game right now who have no clue what a CD is. Oh, God. So I have access to Concrete? No, I'm still working through requests. So I just need Concrete is what you're saying. Yeah, Goji, they don't care, dude. It is very funny to me. In the last area, gotcha. How was the last VGC showing? Awful in the main event, but I went undefeated in the 100 and something person cup that happened on Sunday. So that was good. That was really good. Okay, Goji. I know you love TCG and your TCG friends. But the fact that PalPad has been printed in a legal set and has been reprinted in the most recent set with the same exact card text and picture, and it is not legal to use the one that has the pre-release text on it, is absolutely asinine. That is the dumbest ruling of all time. It's the same card. You know Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't care about that, right? Even Konami is like, it's the same card. Does it have the same text? They didn't even care if it has the same picture. They're like, is it the same text and same name? Whatever. Who cares? Have you looked at what the cost of a PalPad is from Ascended Heroes? You can't even find Ascended Heroes. I've never seen Ascended Heroes on shelves. Ever. Do you run 3 or 4, Goji? Or does it vary? You run 3 or 4, right? I assume, just based on the effect. 2 to 4. Insane. Sorry, Pokepad. It's Pokepad, right? I say PalPad because I'm a video game guy. Yeah, sorry. I don't know if you noticed, but I like to play the video games. And I buy cards for the art. I do like playing pre-releases, though. It is fun to play sealed Pokemon because constructed Pokemon is literally just like 53 minutes every round of your opponent searching their deck. And you can't react to anything. You can't interact at all. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what my prizes are for about 48 minutes. Don't worry. Then I'm going to draw some cards and then search some cards, and I'm going to look 15 times at what I've got. You want to switch to, and I want your Umbreon Espeon box. I am so sick of Prismatic Evolution, dude. I got into queue within a frame of it going live, and I could not get it. I want that figure collection so badly. I cannot pay. Like, what's the MSRP on it? Isn't it like $60? People are asking for like $100, $110. It's so dumb. Have I considered being a bot? Wait.
Why am I not surprised that you'd make such an amateur mistake?
True, MP. True. It's like 120 market. That's so stupid, dude. That's so dumb. I want 1 for my collection. I want 1 because I like Espeon and Umbreon. Do I care about the value? No. The only value I associated with it is the serotonin that I glean from opening the packs. But okay, Goji. And by pack extra money, I hope you mean bring my phone, which has access to PayPal. I went to my first restaurant yesterday that said they were cash free. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. I do care about the authenticity, MP. Did you see Logan Paul start talking about Yu-Gi-Oh, MP? We're boned. Idolized Kaiba as a child. You got to make a Yu-Gi-Oh deck. You got to make a Yu-Gi-Oh deck, Goji. Because you could convince me to, like, meet up at 4 a.m. on a Tuesday to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Especially if you made an old format deck, I'd be so down. Dude, companies love cash. Yeah, they just want my card now. Yeah, Kim Kardashian was opening Pokemon cards with Steve Aoki in, like, I was about to say Cerulean City. It's definitely New York City. Would have been cooler if it was Cerulean City. It's so dumb, Deadfish. Still have your Blue Eyes deck? I have a Blue Eyes Primite deck. Somebody say goat format. All right, Yug. I activate Scapegoat. Oh, no. I'm not going to do the same Panther Warrior bullshit this time. Instead, I'm going to activate Metamorphosis and summon Thousand Eyes Restrict.
Joey, that's a Pegasus card.
I want to win, Yug. My sister Serenity needs some sort of eye surgery. So I got to beat you. Thousand Eyes Restrict, suck up his Dark Magician.
At least I still have my Blackluster Soldier.
Not so fast, Yug. I'm summoning Tsukiyomi, and I'm flipping that Thousand Eyes Restrict face down, and due to game mechanics, that Dark Magician goes to the graveyard.
Well, at least you can't flip it back face up because you summoned it this turn.
Not so quick, Yug. I'm using Book of Tayu, flipping it face up, and I'm taking your Blackluster Soldier, and I'm attacking directly for game because for some reason we only got 2,000 life points in this.
Oh, no!
And then it was over. Dude, I like Synchros and Ixies. I do not like Pendulums. Links are fine. They're basically like Synchro 2. Beep beep. I got you, Zipzoom. She's just gonna go blind. Well, you know, going blind's not great, but yeah, you're right. I want you to gamble so hard. Yeah. So for people who don't know this, I know that some people over on YouTube know me from Childhood Yu-Gi-Oh! With Ruxin34. I actually played Yu-Gi-Oh! And was a sponsored duelist from 2007 to 2017. I used to write articles for Dragon Shield, and they would send me free sleeves. So I played quite a bit of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Through Zodiac format. I played Metal Foes. Metal Foes I actually like. I think they are the only Pendulum archetype that I enjoy. Opinions on Fiendsmith? I thought Fiendsmith was kind of fun. Don't hate me for that. I also thought the adventure package was really fun. I didn't think that Full Power Snake Eyes was fun. I didn't really like that one. I didn't like... I don't know. Right now, I'm building a Genesis deck is where I'm at with Modern, basically. Dude, and Goopin, congrats on the shiny Chikorita. That's amazing. Big congrats. Oh, that's so amazing, MP. I love that for you. My Ruxin 34 art. I'm not talking about art at all, actually, baby. Snake Eyes is literally cancer. I liked the Snake Eye package with Fire Kings specifically. Full power with beep beep. With Wanted. That was not super fun. Dragon Shield. Okay, when I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh back in 2002, literally with starter deck Yugi and some LOB cards smashed in, and eventually my Dark Duel Stories promos smashed in, Dragon Shield was awful because the cards were not, like the sleeves, sorry. The sleeves were not the same size. They were inconsistently cut. Dragon Shield in like Shaddoll format, whenever that was, Duelist Alliance. During the Duelist Alliance period, they actually went to town with card quality, and that's when I accepted the sponsorship from them. You were a Blue Eyes player? Like Blue Eyes player like in 2020? Sorry, 2016 is what I mean, I think. Or do you mean with like the Primite stuff? Did I buy Bob Ross binders? I'm sorry, Bestie, I didn't. So sorry. Reverend Skull Servant's video? I don't even know what that means, but I love Skull Servant. I never saw Snake Eyes Diabell Star Fiendsmith. I have it built because I thought I was going to go to locals and play it. And I didn't. I did really like the Snake Eye Fire King though. That was really fun. Just Primate. Gotcha. Azula binders? Wait. Wait, these are all Bob Ross. Where's Azula? Are they Ultra Pro? Not a terribly good player. I used to be good. I'm not good anymore. I used to be good. I have a top 16 and a top 32 at a YCS. Altergeist with mine? No. Mine is not a fun card. I'm sorry. It's not a fun card. During Macro Rabbit format, I felt guilty the whole time. I love Shaddoll format cults. Take me freaking back. Summon Denko Sekka. It's all over, Duelist. Dude, I can't stand Mystic Mine. I'm so glad I didn't play. Like, I'm so glad I wasn't traveling for YCSs when it was legal. Okay, but I do love Shaddoll format. Once we got El Shaddoll. Yo, the Azula binder is kind of banger. Wait, buy at Amazon? How much? $66? No. What? I'm out. I'm all the way out. You lost me. Anyway, when I was playing Macro Rabbit, I felt really bad flipping Macro Cosmos. I was like, don't you worry. I'm going to use Levier to bring back these cards, though. Don't you worry. Goki was kind of fun. Goki reminded me of, like, Geargia. So I really liked that. It was just like Gen 4. Rank 4 spam. Kind of. Not really. You know what I mean. It was a similar vibe. Mine is a better and more interactive card than Ash. Oh, I like Ash Blossom. I do think it's becoming a little too powerful as we drop the power of other cards, though. Why is it $60? Why is this binder $60? No. If this was $30, I would already be checking out. Oh, and I'm teleporting. What's Ash at these days? 3. It's at 3. What are the current hunts? I am looking for, in the Fire Red Leaf Green games, I am looking for Jigglypuff, Mankey, Male Nidoran, and on the game that's in the cave, Clefairy. And then on the Heart Gold game, right below my face cam, I'm looking for Pineco. I think they're better quality binders, MP. Don't you agree? Beep beep. Wait, this is all my targets. Look, that's all the targets. All right. If you don't know what my targets are right now, look at the screen. Don't look at the Hoothoot. Beep beep. Holy peepee. Where's Taylor? I know, it's always Hoothoot. When I get the targets in Fire Red Leaf Green, Hoothoot's like, oh, Dana Lass, can you give me a Thunderstone? Evening. How are you doing? This is Dana. My Flaffy is getting prettier. I've been taking tons of pictures. You know what? A wild Rattata got away from me again. I was so close. Really, just a little bit more, and I would have... Later. Cram, you gotta go to prison with that train of thought. I'm so sorry. That's so silly, MP. I don't want it that badly. I have a nice coughing and a nice Dark Magician Girl binder. I'm just gonna use those. The real answer, Kid Lennon, is that I have 4 original Nintendo DS that have a mod soldered to their motherboard with a receiver that is set to the same frequency as a cartridge that I have inserted into a DS Lite. And so when I input any button press on the DS Lite, it redirects those inputs to the 4 Nintendo DS's. Additionally, the game right below Natu, I'm just controlling that one straight up at the same time. So technically, I'm only using 2 consoles. But basically, I'm a champ. You know? Oh, awesome, Maggie. Okay, I need you to explain. You had boneless... Did I read this right? Was it boneless pork chops? I was so confused at what I was looking at. I need the... How did you do... How boneless pork chop? Did HEB sell boneless pork chops? Can you get pork chops without the bone? I'm so confused. I had no clue what was going on. Also, hi. What are you doing in 2 hours, Awesome Maggie? That's so weird, Awesome Maggie. I'd never seen boneless pork chops. Kind of weird. I'm actually gonna text it to you because there's actually a little too many people in chat these days for me to just say where I'm going. 50 cases? Honestly, Colt, I wish you were in the same city because we could go hang out. Rip. What's the longest you've ever gone dry? There was one point where I went 5 months. You're in? Okay, down. At least read the message so you know where you're going. There was 5 months where I was shiny hunting for the... There's an NPC with whom you can meet up in Wayward Cave, I think it is, or Turnback Cave in Sinnoh, and you do double encounters, and you can essentially get double encounters every encounter for a Bronzor, and I wanted Bronzor. So I was hunting Bronzor in Platinum, which shows up in my Platinum video on YouTube. I was hunting for Mewtwo in Leaf Green, which went to like 22k or something like that, 20k. And then I was hunting for Tepig and White. I was hunting those three together. And the Mewtwo went to like 20k plus. The Bronzor went to 33k plus. And the Tepig went to 16 point something k. It was over double odds. So all of the hunts were at minimum over double odds. One of them was over triple odds. Almost quadruple odds. So when I was doing those 3 hunts together on stream, I went 5 months without a shiny. It was pretty awful. Pretty bad. Do it, Colt. Just move, whatever. We're both living in basically the same situation. It's awful. It was awful, Kid Lemon. Lennon. The Bronzor, the Mewtwo, and the Tepig have their own videos because I was doing like one video per shiny back then. So if you want to watch them, that's when I was making videos that were like old school full odds shiny hunter coded. It was like, hey guys, Quick Panic here, and today you join me in my white version. Today I'll be shiny hunting for the starter Tepig and white version. Each reset takes about 2.5-3 minutes, and we'll just do one encounter to show you how the hunt goes. And that's not shiny, so I'll go ahead and reset, and I'll see you guys when it shines. And then the shiny happens. I'm like, no way, shiny Tepig. I know, so straight away. That looks so good. And then, beep, beep. I'd be like, all right, let's go show this thing off in battle. I'm just going to save really quick. All right, we've got shiny Oshawott and shiny Tepig. All right, I'll see you guys in the next hunt, and good luck on all your hunts. You know, does anybody know that cadence? Please raise your hand in chat if I don't sound crazy to you, and that's the kind of shiny hunting video you used to watch. Best of luck on the Eevee, Lennon. That's a good hunt. Nice and quick. Good shiny. Lots of options. So good. MP, that sounds terrible. Same, Mike. Hey guys, Sonic CN. Today you joined me in my PAL version. Today I'm targeting the shiny Meowth. I need to charge my light. Used to. Yeah, I'm sorry. The Pokemon videos I am watching these days, guys, are not the big PokeTuber videos. I'm so sorry. The big popular... Okay, I do watch Johnstone because I'm his friend, but like I don't really watch the big shiny hunter videos most of the time. I'm going and watching like the 200 view videos that are like, hey guys, shiny Magneton here, and today I'm looking for shiny Smoochum in Emerald version via eggs. And then they're like, this hunt took 59 million encounters, but it's still only my second longest hunt. All right, enjoy the clip. And then they get it, and they're like, it's about time. All right, see you guys in the next video. Good luck on all your hunts. You know what I mean? Lisaboo, it's a vibe. You like, I don't think it can be taught. If you enjoy the vibes, you will be a shiny hunter forever. It's crazy, Delaney. It is crazy. Big difference. Steve's Fossil Quest was really good. That was pretty cool. It was nice to see Steve putting out videos because he stopped for a while. I know he went through like a job change and everything, but he's also been streaming again, uploading videos. I missed Steve, so he and I get along really well. It was nice to see him uploading again. And seeing him get like a lot of due attention on his videos because Fire Red Leaf Green came out. You know what I mean? At a very Pokemon game, do you know the hardest shiny hunt of all time? I think hardest is a weird question because there's like Safari Zone Chansey, right? That's hard because it's rare and the catch rate is really low. But you get encounters like Lightning Fast because it's a Gen 3 game. Yeah, Steve is Sonics. Hey guys, Sonic. Do you remember when Sonics had a T in his name? Sonics. Anyway, there's also hard like Manaphy. I would consider probably like the most arduous shiny hunt to partake in if you do it all legitimately. If you don't do the hunt legitimately, this changes everything. But if you play through Pokemon Ranger 4 times like I have to get all 4 Manaphy eggs and transfer them to a Diamond or Pearl version and then trade them over to another copy, reset the save file on the cartridge that got the eggs, hatch them in the new save file to which they were traded, see that they're not shiny, reset, and then trade them to the new save file that you just started on the cartridge that originally had the eggs, but you restarted and played through the first portion of the game to check and see if they're shiny, and then they're not shiny, and then you reset and you trade the eggs over back to the other game, which has been reset and the save file deleted and gotten to the point where you can trade again. I really think Manaphy is probably like the most Herculean shiny hunt task that you can take on. Yes, you can use arbitrary code execution or ACE in order to do the hunt, but I think that is interesting and cool to see how the game works in that fashion, but I don't think that it is the authentic Manaphy shiny hunt experience. Nothing against people who have done it. I have a lot of friends. I have more than one friend who has done the hunt that way, and it's fine. I totally get it. I would never do the arbitrary code execution hunt for Manaphy because the way that I enjoy shiny hunting is that I do it in the most authentic way possible with the resources that I can reasonably procure. If that makes sense. 6,000 in, had to take a break. Used Ace? Oh, so you're doing Manaphy? Is that what you're saying, Jay Shiny? Oh, I know, Piece of Toast. I know. Yeah, I know. Hunting Rock Tunnel now. Best of luck. Yeah, everything's got to be legit. I think Ace is cool. I think it is very interesting to see how it works. I would never do that for my own shiny. Just to be clear. I'm not against Ace. I'm not against using like dot code cards in order to put hunts into a game. Hunt the way you want. I would not do it, though. Now's the time to do it, Jay Shiny. Single cartridge fishing on Fire Red Leaf Green. It depends on the mood, but I understand. Lost you at Shiny Hunt? I thought you were resetting for Shiny Charmander, dude. Got your Heracross first phase. Nice. Congrats. Wish I could say that. It only took me 3 phases, you know. Oh, you're going to remove the flag that says it distributed the Manaphy eggs, Zaka, to distribute several eggs? Is that what you're doing? Carl, I'm trying to see as many Pippi as possible before I leave for the pre-release tournament, but it's not going as well as I wanted to. Am I doing a shiny only playthrough? Basically, yes. I'm creating full shiny teams for each of these cartridges. Each of these cartridges will have a full shiny team on it by the time I'm done with this series. Nice, David. Almost there, almost there. What was my first ever shiny Pokemon? This is the saddest story of all time. Kid Lennon. So, I've been playing Pokemon since the beginning. And I had Silver version as a small baby child. And by small baby child, I mean 10 years old. And I grew up in... That's a 1% female Nidoran on the top right. I grew up in a family that was like not poor, but we were just like lower middle class for most of the time while I was growing up. And so I had a Game Boy Pocket still, which does not have colors on it, notably. When I played Silver version, which didn't bother me because I'd been playing Red version and Yellow version for years, 2 years, and was totally fine. Well, when I saw the red Gyarados in Lake of Rage, I thought the flashing on the screen was just like, it's a special Gyarados. And I was like, cool. Had no clue it was red. And I learned later from my friend who's actually in chat, Awesome Aggie, that Pokemon could have different colors. Awesome Aggie found either a shiny Bellsprout or a shiny Weepinbell. I don't remember which. But I saw it, or we talked about it, and I realized then that the Marowak... Bellsprout, there you go. He found a Bellsprout. I realized then that while I was traversing Rock Tunnel, I had found a shiny Marowak, which is a 5% encounter, by the way, in Rock Tunnel on my Silver version. And I only had one Ultra Ball in my bag. So I knew that it was special in some way because it flashed like the Gyarados. I didn't know it was shiny, if that makes sense. I threw my one Ultra Ball after getting it down to... I know I weakened it. I don't know how much, but I got its health down a little bit. It broke out of the one Ultra Ball I threw, and so I failed it. Silver for the Game Boy Color. I was playing it on a Game Boy Pocket. Have I reclaimed that hunt? I've done one phase for the reclaim on that hunt. It's on Crystal version, but it's still Gen 2 and it's the same area. So I've been doing Repel Trick for Shiny Marowak in Rock Tunnel on my Virtual Console Crystal version. And I've gotten Onyx so far. I got one Onyx. I'm going to keep going till I find it. Yeah. Haven't won a single Shadow Rider speed time. Rip. Going for a quick potty break. Give me 1 second. I'll... We back in black. I hit the sack. It's been too long. I'm glad to be back. Yeah, I'm cut loose from the noose. That's kept me hanging around. I've been looking at the sky because it's getting me high. Forget the hearse because I never die. I got 9 lives, cat's eyes. I'm using every woman, never wondering why because I'm back. If you know that song, we can be best friends. Also, Pineco's at 6666. Shiny Eggs cute. Let's go, Shab! Congratulations! Nature guess? Fled. I want a shiny really badly. I'm trying. You killed the... It doesn't help that shiny Mankey is green. Poor Mankey. He was probably like, oh boy, I'm going to get used finally. Because, like, who uses Primeape on a team? And then you just murdered it. Pantera, you got to go to prison forever. Let's go, loader dude! But also, sorry. But also, let's go. At least you can't fail this one. Started listening to the poker app in German? Have you learned Radicarl yet? Or Glurak? You were going to use Primeape on your Firehead playthrough? Do it. Primeape is so cool. Poliwrath instead. Nobody uses Poliwrath either, let's be honest. The only fighting types that get used on Fire Red Leaf Green playthroughs are like Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee and maybe a Machamp. But you can't blame them because Hitmonlee is the key for your fighting mood. You can rock and roll with Geodude. Jachini comes first when you choose Dragon, but Evolution's a solution if you're gonna win. Digimon versus Pokemon, who would win? It's Pokemon because you got guys like Dialga that are just like, anyway, I control time. And they just freeze everything and it's over. And Digimon's like, well, I've got a bazooka. And it's like, yeah, I froze time though. And Palkia's like, well, I opened up a space hole, so you died. And like Magcargo evaporates the entire environment around it because it's like 1 billion degrees. It's just not fair. I love Digimon and Pokemon, but Digimon are just like woefully underpowered by comparison. Like, but my dog has a shotgun. It's like, yeah, but Arceus created the world. Space Hole was my nickname in high school is crazy. Best of luck, PC4ZB. I mean, I'll be using it on this team too once the Mankey goes green. Oh, it's Mankey. A powerful karate chop. A critical hit. A glancing blow. Is he down and out? Oh, it's Venusaur. Look out for Solar Beam. What's wrong, trainer? Digda. Does anybody else who grew up with Pokemon remember this little soundbite that's been ebbing at their brainstem for the past like 28 years? Where you tuned into an episode where Ash was trying to help some folks save like the development of a hotel, and they're like, tickly tick, trio, 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 tickly tick, trio, 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 tickly tick, trio, trio, trio. Yeah. So good. I'm trying, Phantom. I'm trying. I told the story about you when we were talking about ice caps earlier. The stadium references. Here comes Hyper Beam. Beep beep. Who doesn't love a little pee-pee on a Friday night? You know what I mean? Episode on Vici. Yeah, I know. I'm saying. I don't know what they did when they recorded that episode, but the way that the audio played engraved it like onto our brain stems. Did I get a haircut? I just didn't do my hair today. I didn't put any gel in my hair. I just got out of the shower and like brushed my hair and I was like, all right, I'm done. I don't want to put gel in it today. Horizons team surpass Ash's legacy. Horizons is very, very good. Pokemon Horizons is immaculate. The best story we've ever had for any Pokemon series. I'm so sorry, Ash. I love James. I love Ash. I love Brock, Misty, May, Dawn. Horizons is very good. You like YouTube streams? Well, welcome in, gamer. I got those sound bites living rent-free in my head forever. Shout out to Ted Lewis, who also played Bakura in Yu-Gi-Oh! Welcome to the Shadow Realm, Yugi. You'll find that your friends are now cards. Oh no, Joey! It's alright, Yug. I'm the Flame Swordsman. Watch me sacrifice myself to this man-eater bug to save Magician of Faith. Oh yeah! So fast, Cram. Oh, you gotta tell me, Kong. Go watch it. Oh, that's so nice, Kaden. What were they trying to boost up? A Fluttermane? I liked that some didn't evolve though, Cram, because Bulbasaur got banger personality. I'm just saying. Don't have all the Horizons. I am way behind, Phantom. I'm super behind. Take me on a journey. Please choose me. Pokemon Journeys was also very good. I liked Go. I liked the different approach that he had to being a Pokemon trainer. He was doing what we all wanted Ash to do forever, which was he was just yeeting a Pokeball at literally any Pokemon he had never seen before. He was like, oh, that's an Execute. That's his now. You know what I mean? Chainsaw Man in Blu-ray form. Nice. Physical Media Supremacy. Aru. Lenny Journals, best of luck on your Squirtle. I don't know how many days we've been hunting this now. Feels like more than 13, though. That's the way to do it, David. You gotta, if you're playing a game again, use a bunch of Pokemon you've never used, and you will find a full new dimension of enjoyment for the games. Was Ash just not a good trainer? He was a vibes-based trainer, okay? And then look at her journeys. Ash had freaking Dragonite, Dracovish. He had a Gengar, Lucario. I don't know. Just finished Journeys? Nice! Have you already watched? Are you caught up with Horizons, Kaden? Beep. Catching a Suicune first ball, too. Go. That was so cool. That was such clever use of, like, Pokemon physics. He was like, wait, if I throw a Pokeball, it just turns into a little laser beam. So, that was so smart to get it out of the net. Dimension the dice! All right, Yugi, you're not ready for this one. You're Ronzo. Come forth. I think I've learned how to use the dice. Dimension the dice. Oh, no. The Dark Magician. How did you choose that dice, Yugi? How did you get the Dark Magician dice? I don't understand. Modern odds are for the weak. Full odds are the best odds. Or, as my cute friend John would say, ancient odds. What Pokemon series have Blu-rays? That's a great question. I don't know yet. I know I have a bunch on DVD. I don't know how many are Blu-ray, but I try to get Blu-ray for as many as possible. Any phases? None! Can you believe that, Fraylin? What game are you playing, Kong? Are you playing Fire Red Leaf Green right now in German? Same, Zaka. I want more animated series on Blu-ray. Is Horizon as good as someone who couldn't really get into the OG show? Yes. It has an actual story. Oh, beep. Very good. Very good. The original series was very much episodic and was just like flavor of the day, which is kind of eh. Abby, you just got to do virtual console from now on. Physical cartridges are borked. You got to just accept it. You ever spend it to my test? It was a test. Are the counters all going up by 1? Yes, because they are all individual counters. Each counter belongs to the screen it's appended to. Nice, Kong. That is VC and you're still having such a bad skill issue? I love you, but it sounds like you're having the loserific time right now, Abby. This is very sad. iPod Classic, nice. iPods are so good. They hold like 15 gigatera megabytes of music and don't advertise to you. Also, beep beep. And we just decided we were done with them so we could have newer devices that were more fragile and advertised shit to you all day. Shout out to Apple. You guys suck. Not a sponsor. Ever. So I'm 12K without a shiny. Even more than that. I'm like 14K without a shiny. But yes, it is a long phase. Do I want to know the total? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Dude, we're living the most unexciting dystopian future. We're not even getting a Brave New World where everybody's like hopped up on Soma 24/7. We're getting like the Futurama situation without robots. 775,000 encounters. So sad. Misfit Striker, it's a heart gold, and I'm hunting for Pineco. This is phase 4. I've gotten 3 shinies on this hunt so far. A Butterfree, a Noctowl, and a Hoothoot. I did start the hunt in Ilex Forest. The 2 shinies that I found there were Noctowl and Butterfree, and I found 1 Hoothoot in Ecruteak. I can no longer complain. I never complain. I haven't complained since Safari Week where I went like 33K. And I only complained because Taylor got 3 shinies and I got 0. AI creepy voice ads. Dude, I'm so sick of AI. Can we just be done with AI? I feel so badly because my wife's job is like, AI is the future. Make sure to double check with ChatGPT to ensure that your answer is as accurate as possible. AI is the future. Advancing humanity. And I'm over here just like, AI slop, AI slop, AI slop, AI slop, AI slop. The worst part is like watching all of your normie relatives and friends fall for the AI slop and then send it to you. Is anybody else experiencing this, or is it just like a me situation? Like family and friends being like, well, I know that Quick Panic is still hyper fixated on Pokemon, so here's an AI generated video of Pokemon. And the AI video is like, what if Pokemon all made shawarma? Every single one was a shawarma shop owner. And then it's just like, Jigglypuff has 5 arms and like one of its eyes is upside down. And instead of making shawarma, it's making like popcorn. It's like, what is going on? Why did you think I would like this? Everything is wrong. The prompt is wrong. The graphics are wrong. Especially because there was one that got sent to me like 27 times by like old high school friends and old family members. And it was like, this Pokemon National Geographic video is gonna change your life. And then like Pikachu's tail is wrong. And Mewtwo has a gun. And Jigglypuff doesn't have its swirl on its head, so you know it's super wrong. And you're like, don't think so. Don't really like that, actually. Dude, I'm saying Queen Pen. I literally started responding to my mom, who I love, my brother-in-law, who I love. Every time they send me AI, I just go, AI slop, and I crying face react the message. So they know they're wrong. To rage bait, you can't do that. You can't interact with the AI. Then they're going to think it's good, and they're like, this is worth using 54 billion gallons of water every year to make a video of Peter Griffin playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Which I would enjoy if it was a regular animator. As important as the invention of electricity. Boy, howdy is it not. Your relatives and friends don't. I send you stuff. Anytime I think you'll enjoy something, I send it to you. I just haven't been on Instagram. I don't know when the last time I was on Instagram other than to post a go live thing was. The problem, Misfit, is because... The problem is, not because. The problem I have with people using AI for, like, Google searches is they just read the AI summary and then they regurgitate it as if it was fact without doing any sort of fact checking. And if you go look at the AI summary for a lot of things, it's like, what level does Weezing evolve? This is hyperbole, but I've had similar experiences like, what level does Weezing evolve into Galarian Weezing? It's like, Weezing will evolve into Galarian Weezing only if you have a Fairy-type Pokemon in your party in Pokemon Fire Red. And it's like, that's not how any of this works, actually. That's not what you should have told me, that it doesn't evolve and that it's a regional variant. What are you doing, AI? I can tell when people are reading the AI summary to me, though. Like, I'll say, actually, I don't know. For literally anything, it's like, I don't know if you're supposed to whisk the eggs for a meringue until you have stiff peaks or until it becomes pizza. Like, something stupid. And they're like, it's best to whip the eggs, the egg whites, into a full Hawaiian pizza before adding the sugar. And it's like, AI summary, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, I'm sure, Zaka. I'm sure. I did see your pork chops. It's true. It's true. AI is definitely not new, but it sure has become way popular lately. Can we get my Galarian Weezing? Wait, it was wrong. It was wrong. It was wrong. Yeah, Glacier. Wait, there's no fairy types? Wait, then what type is the Clefairy I'm hunting? It literally has fairy in its name. Zip Zoom, I caught my wife doing that like 4 days ago. Maybe we're the AI? Wait. I'd have to self-terminate if I found out that I was actually AI this whole time. Yeah, Google pushing the AI summary to the top. People are so lazy, they're just like, I'll just read this. Basher, we're doing well. How are you? Oh, dude. And like on Reddit, too. You can tell which ones are AI accounts because they have like 3 names and then a number. Coughing is Leaf Green exclusive. Actually, Coughing is in Fire Red and Leaf Green. Weezing in the wild is exclusive to Fire Red. The problem with AI is it is stymieing critical thinking. Like, people are not critical thinkers anymore. It's so sad. Like, nobody can do any sort of, like, beep beep. Nobody can do any sort of critical thinking anymore. It's like, that's the wrong answer. Like, oh, well, I give up. What do you mean ChatGPT was wrong? I saw you type in chat earlier, Sticktendo, but I was in the middle of some sort of soliloquy. I'm so sorry. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. I have a really bad habit of doing that. I'd be like, I need to respond to that later. 1 hour later. Also, double boy knitter in. Let's go. Shiny Charmander to the lab. Best of luck, Basher. Best of luck. Hope it shines soon. There's no common sense anymore anyway. It's just so, like, everybody's got to be, like, black and white about everything. It's very frustrating. Beep, beep. That's not frustrating. Like, there's no nuance to any opinion anybody has. And unfortunately, and I don't want to get into politics too heavily, but unfortunately in the US, like, the trajectory of politics since 2016 have been exemplifying exactly that, which is like, people only see two colors and they're like, if it's not black, it's white. Beep, beep. That one? Hold on, let me see if I can do it again. Dang it, it's a Paris. That's Clefairy's cry. It goes beep beep. Beep beep. You don't like beep beep, wife? That's a lie because we have 2 kids.
You're like in the middle of a sentence.
I was hoping that, man, Clefairy's really got to pop up again. Playing some Duelist Cup in Master Duel. Nice, dude. What are you playing? I love pancakes. Oh, so you hate waffles? Exactly. Exactly. I prefer nuanced thought. I don't think there's any answer to any question that's just like one-dimensional. Pro-intellectualism. We should all be Gandalf. In a world of Peregrine Tooks, we should be Gandalfs. I said pee-pee. I've been saying it a lot.
I syllabi for a public health elective I am taking on top of my hospital rotations has no AI used to complete assignments.
Let's go!
Like fair, but tell me why my professor sent me feedback onto one of my essays that was AI generated down to
Terrence, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Yeah.
Stop encouraging him.
I totally understand, dude. It must be really hard to be in school right now with, like, AI everywhere. And all, like, the brain numb kids going 6'7". You know what I mean? My kids came home and said that to me one day. It was just one day. They ran around the kitchen and went 6'7" while I was making dinner, and I was like, I'm gonna trip the next kid that runs by me. Odeon. I want to be proud of you, but I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm hoping that what was purported by MBT the other day about, like, Genesis being adopted by Japan, I hope that means we're getting Genesis in Master Duel so I can play Master Duel other than to play, like, 2003 Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. We do encourage the peepees. That's true. Your son hates it. Good. Just 8-9 at them. I don't know what that means is the problem. Am I old? 6, 7 times. Oh, this is so sad. Back in my day, we said 69. My wife and I still laugh at that.
I don't.
My wife just lied to me on stream. Doesn't mean anything. Neither does 6, 7, right? Attention spans are shorter. Attention spans are shorter because there's like this global initiative to like force feed low value information consumption on a tight turnaround time with short form content. Like the proliferation of short form content has just perpetuated this lack of need to exercise long attention spans. And that, we're bringing it full circle. This is why there's so many people on Twitter who are hating on the folks who are enjoying their time shiny hunting their starters in Fire Red Leaf Green. They're like, I don't know how you find the time to shiny hunt. I just hack it in. And it's like, you've missed the whole point. Congratulations. Yeah, they just do like a cursory scan of something. Like, I fully understand it. It's the same as like anytime I tweet something with more than 2 sentences, people are like, this idiot doesn't understand. And I'm like, actually, I said exactly the opposite in sentence number 2. Yeah. Why you can't trade Tyranitar between 2 Fire Red Leaf Green games? That is correct, Tyramis. You cannot trade like a Leaf Green to Leaf Green. You cannot trade a Pokemon outside the Kanto Dex to a game that does not have the National Dex and hasn't done the Celio's Ruby quest. Exactly, Trey. I would play so much more Master Duel if we had access to Genesis, especially because I really want to play the zombie deck. So if anybody wants to drop the new zombie cards in a deck and post it in the Discord, I will play that, just for the record. No problem, Tyramis. I hate it, but no problem. What did 8 say to 7 when he threw up? Are you 6, 7? Oh, that would be awful. It's the worst, Mike's. Beep. It's so bad. Also, we're doing 3 more encounters, and then I got to start getting ready for the pre-release that I'm going to for Pokemon. So, if you came and hung out tonight, dropped a follow on Twitch or a sub on YouTube, I really appreciate you. Thank you. I'll be back again on Sunday. We'll do like an afternoon session. Somewhere around like 1:30 to 2:30 Central Time. We'll be doing, I guess, more of the same because I can't find a freaking shiny. Did I see the reprints in the Modern Deck products? No. Can you go over them quickly? Actually, we'll go to 37.50 on each of the games. You named it mistyped. There you go. We'll go to 37.50. We'll go to 37.50. Togedemaru, welcome. Hope you're doing well. We're wrapping up for the evening. I will be posting this VOD on the YouTube channel. I have a new VODs channel called Quick Plays. It is a VODs channel for all of this. So if you're interested in watching this later on YouTube, there is a new VODs channel. I'll plug it for a little bit and then stop plugging it once we've had the VODs channel for like a month. But yeah. Hey, Shiny J. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. No, Misfit. I'm doing 3750 because that means that we will be at 3750 times 2 is 1500. That's 7500. That'll be 15K. 15K no shiny. Are you kidding me? All the staples plus Mitsu and Striker cards. Dang, has it already dropped? 420 Hydrate? Let's do it. Thank you, Shiny J. I appreciate it. Yeah, sub to the VODs channel if you think you'll want to watch anything like that. I'm also considering uploading like some Yu-Gi-Oh openings on there. Just stuff that wouldn't fit on the main channel. Pokemon card openings, Yu-Gi-Oh card openings that don't go on the Quick Panic channel will likely go on Quick Plays. So if you want to see me take a shot at the Grandmaster Rare set that just released in Japan, I'll be recording that probably sometime this weekend and posting it on the Quick Plays channel as well. Oh, Lissaboo, that's awful. I'm so sorry. Oh, nice, Joe. That's amazing. Getting Pokopia, nice, Shiny J. It's a very good game. Take your time with it. You could plow through all the story beats in like 3 days. Take your time with it. I highly recommend. No Name Error Blue Eyes. What? What set was that? Hollow Bleed? Blue Eyes. With no name. That's crazy. Was that a rarity collection or something? Those guys loved having misprints. Today in NA? Oh, maybe it'll be at the shop I'm going to. All right, last encounters. 3 Spearows and a Zubat. We can't end like that. We can't end like that. We didn't even end on a Pineco. Hold on. Right here. Check this out. It's so good, Shiny J. Enjoy. And... oh, this is a way better mix. Clefairy guy, do you want to do something? Geodude. Oh, you can rock and roll with Geodude. Dratini comes first when you choose Dragon, but Evolution's the solution if you're going to win. All right, let's check and see if we got Pokerus on the emotional support game. We've got no Pokerus. Just to remind you that I do know how to get shinies. Look at everything we found on this game so far. Shiny Hoot. That's not shiny. Shiny Croconaw. Shiny Noctowl. Shiny Butterfree. Like, we know how to get shinies. I've done it before. Not the Beta Whooper. Listen, I don't want to record my face. Okay? I guess I'll save these Fired Leaf Greens to keep the time on here. Well, gamers. It was SDK. That is a crazy one. I will, Delaney. Thank you so much again. If you're over on YouTube, that's it. VOD's channel, you're so cute. You did so good today. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Let's aim for about 2 p.m. Central Time. And I'll keep uploading VODs the day after. So yeah, that's what we can count on. I'm gonna try to upload at least 1 short this weekend. I have 3 that I want to record, so I think I'm gonna bring stuff to record the opening I'm about to do for the pre-release. So let's see who is gaming at the full odds over on Twitch. We got a couple full odds gamers. A couple full odds gamers. A couple full odds gamers. Wait. No way. Okay. We're going to do something new. I love this dude, the cruise ship. He normally does Pokemon Go stuff. He's doing a full odds starter hunt. This guy is like, I love chatting with him at events. He is super nice. He's hunting for a shiny starter. in Fire Red Leaf Green, and he's a Pokemon Go guy. I want to celebrate what he's doing, so we're going to go raid him. Thank you so much to everybody for hanging out. Appreciate you guys very much. Shiny J, you can go to the Discord. There is a Discord channel, and we have channels for that stuff. So I'll post that in YouTube really quick. Here is an invite for you. Appreciate you guys very much. I will catch you on Sunday at about 2 p.m. Central Time, give or take. Sound good? Okay, bye.